Well, the Rams had their opportunity to break in this new stadium last Sunday night against the Cowboys. Now it's the Chargers. Well, the Rams had their opportunity to break in this new stadium last Sunday night against the Cowboys. Now it's the Chargers' turn as you get a look at the brand-new SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in Week 2. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Tackled at the 29. Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. It's Herbert. That is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at about the 32. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. 24 yards.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them, don't they?
They get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Mahomes firing complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
I know it's a little bit of a cliche to talk about all the tight ends who are really wide receivers in the NFL, but Travis Kelce fits that perfectly. He led all tight ends last season with over 1,200 yards receiving, 4th in the NFL. I think he's one of the gold standards in the league for the tight end position, and I don't know if anyone has any more fun playing the game than Travis Kelce.
Way down right around the 12. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Second and 8. Mahomes now to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Makes the score Chiefs 7, Chargers 0.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and take it.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
He was looking for the Pro Bowl wideout Canale there, but it's going to be second down. Second and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
Another nice play there by Chris Jones, a Pro Bowler for the first time in 2020. A 5-year man out of Mississippi State. I would dare say plenty more Pro Bowls for him coming up.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
DeAndre Washington, his first carry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. It was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Williams, the ball carrier.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes completes it to Hardman. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
First and 10.
I don't think there's any doubt that we'll see a little bit more of McCole Hardman as a receiver in year 2. First year, used him a little bit as a gimmick. Throw it to him occasionally, some jet sweeps, maybe some return game. But he really came on late in the season. 538 yards, 6 touchdowns. A pretty darn good year for a rookie receiver. And really made his huge impact as a return guy. Earned a Pro Bowl nomination in his first season.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Watkins on the jet sweep. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And Philip Dorsett holds it in. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, Herbert on the screen. This is Eckler. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
With the score, Chiefs 14, Chargers.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught inside the 20. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 47 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
With Melvin Gordon moving on to Denver, Austin Eckler is officially the Chargers' #1 option at the running back position. Gordon spent a lot of time holding out last year. Eckler took full advantage with a breakout season. 92 receptions, 993 yards, and 8 touchdowns. He was in the top 10 in the league in receptions, receiving touchdowns, and all-purpose yards.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is into the end zone. touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Chiefs 14, Chargers 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Well, not much to speak of. Called a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
At the 26.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is intercepted. Trey Flowers splits him. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's got some space here. Accelerating, and off he goes. And for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Tyreek Hill certainly makes the front office look good when they spend a 5th-round pick on a guy. Then in his first 4 seasons, 4 Pro Bowl nominations. Anytime he touches the football, he's a threat to take it the distance. Hard to get on the ground one-on-one in the open field. If you miss, in the blink of an eye, he's putting 6 on the board.
On first, here's Washington. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They're giving up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They started on the ground with Eckler. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Complete. It's Henry. He'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Hunter Henry entered the league. People are really looking for him to establish himself as one of the best tight ends in the NFL. Ability to run and catch and make plays in open space. But the biggest obstacle he's had is just staying on the field. Ended up missing all of 2018 due to injury. When he's right, he is one of the better tight ends and better targets in the AFC West.
Looking for more on first down. This throw on field, incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 15 yards on the play. First down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. play fake to Eckler. It's Herbert. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Badgley able to knock this one through, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not at that age. But I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what was he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. This is caught by Watkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Sammy Watkins is a former first-round pick in the NFL, and he sure reminded us during Kansas City's run to the playoffs last season. 10 catches in the AFC Championship game and a 98-yard receiving game in Super Bowl 54. He did talk about possibly stepping away and getting some time in the offseason, but Kansas City very happy to have him back in their lineup and in their fold.
Mahomes pass caught by Watkins. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be second and very short.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Options galore here, second and a few inches. They'll run out of the gun here, Williams. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
That's good.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Midfield, here's Mahomes. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Jerry Tillery coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down again. Melvin Ingram able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
8 yards. And it's 3rd.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
The Super Bowl champs trailing here, but they will get the ball first to begin quarter number 3. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a call. And brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
We constantly Obviously, we're talking about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well, because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. They go with Washington to begin the drive. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
3rd down.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The return is King. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. Will give this one to Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
2nd and 11 now. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Ball carrier.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And they'll play keep away from the returner, as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Mahomes now on first down. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Let's go. Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He'll hand off here to Eckler. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Austin Eckler.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Play action. It's Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. The big money man, Chris Jones, getting in there to bring him to the ground. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Now they go screen. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
To throw on 3rd down. Herbert. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Michael Badgley on for the field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
Able to punch this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say, if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. They'll buy some time right. They complete it to Hill. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, that certainly made you think back to last year's Super Bowl because it was these two, Patrick Mahomes and Tyreek Hill. They connected on a play not all that much different from this one that really turned the tide in that ball game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
And 12 at the 34-yard line.
Now it's Mahomes again. It's Kelsey on the ground. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
The ball carrier.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
2nd down and goal. Mahomes. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. They put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Butker's kick here is good. And that gets him back within 10. Maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for the curl in.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. This is Eckler, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Shotgun snap for Herbert. Complete for Henry with the ground. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
At the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The shotgun. Here's Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. To give, this is Eckler. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Taken down.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Herbert off the play action. He's airing it out for Williams. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
The 26-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Now, Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Chargers on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Herbert, he'll get this to Eckler. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced a third down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced a dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Badgley's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Double chance. We'll see if they can get the score. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete. We'll throw over Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver. But now it'll be third down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working from the gun, Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
That's good.
Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And look at this, big gain, but a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
so they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
After the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And he slings one that's incomplete. Nicole Hardman, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Mahomes again here on second and 10. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
So far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up third and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Here's Mahomes to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Herbert on the keeper.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish, just
Thank you.